All right, AFC West free agency grades. Let's dive right into it. Let's start off with the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, the team with my favorite quarterback. Kansas City brought in two backup quarterbacks because I guess so. Gardner Minshew and Bailey Zappi. Why did they bring in two backups? Don't know. Be honest, I don't know. Brought back Kareem Hunt. Brought in Elijah Mitchell. Maybe he can spark things up. I guess. They decided to give Nick Bolton a good size contract, fully guaranteed contract, and then obviously franchise tag Trey Smith. And then talk about some of the moves I wasn't a fan of. They traded away Joe Tooney and then lost Justin Reed. Now they did bring in Christian Fulton to help with the outside bound corner, which is something they probably should have done last year. But ultimately, I think the Chiefs free agency is a C minus at best. They brought in some players, but honestly, I think you could have let Bolton go. I know it's unfair. Like Bolton's good. I'm not saying he's bad, but like in terms of positional needs, you had a deep enough linebacking core with Drew Tranquil and Leon Chanel. I guess unless you want to keep with the system, but you could have gotten another linebacker on the draft. What you really needed, I still don't believe in this receiving core. Rasheed Rice might become a criminal. I don't believe in Xavier Worthy. Travis Kelce is kind of cooked. And then your running back that's going to help this room is Elijah Mitchell. And then the offensive line. I mean, they did get Jalen Moore, which hopefully he's a good tackle, but I don't know. A lot of stuff not really moving me from when it comes to the Chiefs moves. And some of these losses were pretty important players. So we'll see. Now the Broncos, I think, had a really good free agency. I personally would give them a solid A minus, in my opinion. Obviously, they brought in a receiving threat at the tight end position, Evan Ingram, who I still think is a top 10 tight end. They brought in Dre Greenlaw, who is one of the better linebackers who got overshadowed because Fred Warner was the best linebacker. Hofanga, when he's healthy, it was a Pro Bowl, arguably all pro safety. So you shored up that defense in some key areas. You got some offensive line depth, and they get a good safety blanket target for Bo Nix. And then you can address some other areas like running back, maybe receiver in the draft. You did everything you needed to. Everything is looking peachy for the Broncos right now. Solid free agency. Raiders had a very interesting free agency. I think they got their quarterback. They got Mostert, who's solid. I think they had a B free agency personally. I think it's pretty solid, and they're getting a good foundation. As for the Chargers, I give them a B minus. A lot of the moves didn't really move me. Najee bringing back Mike Williams for some reason, some lineman depth, brought in Dante Jackson, but Jim Harbaugh's so good it might work out.